Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the third step to using these tools that we have inside of PhotoPea. Now, this is the final practice run, shall I say, of this application. And then once we get done with this, then we're going to go into the actual assignment. So this is another goof off day with PhotoPea because like I said, the best way to learn how to use something is just to goof off with it. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to start a new project. Going to keep everything the same and hit create. As always, we are starting with a new layer. Now the first thing that I want to show you is how you can import a picture. Now you can do that one of two ways, and one way is very finicky, but it does actually work, and I'm going to minus this stuff down so we can actually see. And the first way is to copy an image. For instance, like this image right here, we can hit right click on it and go to copy, which is right down here, and then I can bring PhotoPea right back up, and I can hit Control V, which is paste, and sure, let's allow. Or we can paste it right here. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. For instance, it didn't this time. Depending on the application, for instance, if I open this up and then I take a screenshot of it using this application right here, I can boop, take a screenshot of it and hit copy. I can go right back into PhotoPea and then I can paste it in there, and there it is. So that's one way of doing it, copy and pasting it in. The next option is to actually go to File and Open. And whenever you open, you need to locate the picture. That's the picture right there. And hit Open. And you can see, here's your picture, but your picture is actually in another tab. There's your original artwork. There's your picture. So how do you get your picture over to here? It's very easy. All you have to do is hit Control A. You notice that the box actually changed to a dotted line. That is select all. You can actually go up here and hit select all. Control A, same thing. And then you hit Control C, which is copy. Or you can go up here to edit and copy. It's exactly the same thing. Then we go back to your previous tab right here, the new project. You can either hit Control V, which is paste, or go to edit and paste. And there we have our picture. Now you may notice in our first video, we actually had auto select and transform controls turned on. This is the reason why. If we have this right here and we have those turned on, you can actually grab this corner, you can scale it down, you can adjust it any way that you want. If you hold shift while you're doing that, it'll actually scale proportionally, just like that. And if you hit enter, it places it. You can also, I'm going to show you, if I deselect these, I cannot select different things. I'm stuck on the layer that I'm selecting. For instance, that right there, I cannot move it. I'm selected on it. The auto select will let me select it and move it. And you can see the background layer change to layer 1, just like that. If I do transform controls, you can see that when I select the background, since it's locked, it's not doing anything, but I can select the picture, boom, I know I have that selected. So that's just a way to doing that. Okay, so that's our first method, getting a picture into PhotoPea. Now that you have a picture into PhotoPea, what I want you to do, I want you to try to modify this picture in some way. If you want to remove some of the watermarks right here, that's perfectly fine. Go in here and you can actually remove these by doing one of two things. Clone tool right here. What this does is this selects an area around it and then removes it. Or if I remember correctly, here it is, Band-Aid tool. So the Band-Aid tool is very simple. All you have to do is select it, select an area like that, and it fills in the area around it. This is really good for red eye and things like that. It doesn't work perfectly, but it works pretty well. You don't want to go too heavy-handed with it. You just want to do enough. There we have it. We remove that little camera. Okay, so that is one method. That is the Band-Aid tool. Basically, it just heals little areas. I want you to modify this in some way. If you want to take a bunch of pictures and kind of mesh them together, you can. If you just want to draw something on top of this picture or remove those, that's perfectly fine. Let me show you how to select different things and remove them. So this is called the Lasso tool. The Lasso tool will let you select different things depending on what layer you're on. So we're on layer 1, and with the Lasso tool, I can hold down and I can draw around this, go back around, and now I have that area selected. Using that, I can take that, and I can hit delete, and boom, that's gone. I can move that up here, hit delete, boom, that's gone. Or I can take this and I can hit copy, and I can paste. And as you can see, if I hide that layer, I still have that image on a new layer. And why is that important? Well, it is important if you want to try to get something to, say, be holding a guitar, and they have one hand over the neck of the guitar, then you can just copy that hand, move it over, and put a guitar under it so it looks like it's holding a guitar. Or you can move this fur around and block out the cat's eye, and boom, kitty cat with no eye. Okay, so that's one method. The other method, if you don't like the Lasso tool, it's actually called the Polygon Lasso tool. And that will create a straight line wherever you click. So you can see right here, I'm actually clicking up and around. And whenever I double click, it's going to select that, and I can just remove it. I like that tool better than the Lasso tool because it works better for me. Now, if you have something selected and you want to deselect it, all you have to do, select the rectangle tool, boom, click off over here somewhere, you're deselected. The rectangle tool does the same thing as the Lasso tool. Whoops. The rectangle tool, you draw this right here, boom, same thing. You just selected a rectangle. You also have one final option for selections. And let me see if I can select this. The quick selection or magic wand tool. Both of those tools do basically the same thing. The magic wand tool is a one-click solution to select everything in that color that's not blocked off. Just like that. You can hold shift to select multiple things, and then you can use that and hit delete, and boom, there we have it. Now you need to be careful about what you select, because what you select, like for instance that right there, actually selected the cat's nose. It can be very sensitive, shall we say. Now the quick selection tool is exactly the same thing, except whenever you click one section, it actually just selects everything that's kind of that color around it. The best thing you can do is just hold down and select around like this, and then it'll select those colors like that. So those are different methods that you can use to do selections. Your task for today, try to get pictures imported into PhotoPea, manipulate them in some way. You've learned how to paint, you've learned how to blend, you've learned how to paste, you've learned how to cut things out. Use all of that to create a original edited photo in some way. I don't care what it is, just goof off with it, use your imagination, come up with something that you can do. Thank you all very much for watching. I'd love to see your all's work. Please show them to me. Let me see them. If you have any comments or you have any ideas of what you'd like me to cover next, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful, fantastic day.